Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. I hope it's been a lovely day. This is your daily reading from Maiden Circle Tarot. I'm Morgana Braid, High Priestess of Maiden Circle. And this reading is coming a bit later today because it has been a very busy day. So it's a little bit late, but what you can do is look back on this video at the end of the day and just kind of see if there's anything that comes out to you and if there's anything that is a little bit clearer to you now that you've been able to go through your day, and see if it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I would like to remind you guys that these are general readings, so not everyone is going to find something that resonates with them. However, if you do, please let me know in the comments. It just warms my heart to hear about that, and it just feels really good to know that I'm actually helping people out there. So let's get started. What is your overall energy for this day? Oops. So what is the overall energy for this day? Tuesday, June 5th, 2018. What is your overall energy for this day? Tuesday, June 5th, 2018. Please and thank you. So we have listening for truth. So with listening for truth, this card is telling you to do just that. And it's not just from other people, but from yourself and from the world around you. If you've been waiting for a sign, or you feel like someone's been dishonest or anything like that, then this is a good day for you to just kind of look into the truths that people like. Look around you, right? And if you're looking for answers, try to see if you can find answers in the things that are coming to you, in your thoughts, in random inspiration, in things that strangers say to you or your friends or something. Like, just look for the truth in the world around you. Let yourself be open to that. So the next card I'm going to pull represents your energy for this day, your personal energy, you. So as opposed to the energy of just overall everything, this is kind of where you stand, or where you need to be going, where you need to be putting your energy and your focus on, okay? So what is our current state? What is our focus for this day? The energy that is surrounding this person. What is our focus? To the 9 of Wands. So with this energy, it says that you've been working really hard. You've been working so hard on something, whether it's to figure something out, to find the truth of something, to understand yourself or understand your life. And now you're at a point where you're ready to rest. You might feel like you've been through like a dramatic or negative experience, or you feel like you wanted to fight all day long, like you just want to fight something and have like a negative attitude and be aggressive. But try to figure out if that's serving you. You know, where is that coming from? Okay? So I think your focus for today is to listen to your intuition when it comes to your anger. Listen to your intuition when it comes to feeling down or tired, or if you get snippy with someone. Try to figure out where that comes from, and not to let it don't let yourself feel terrible about it. Obviously don't just attack people, but if it happens, it happens, and you need to figure out where that comes from more than you need to judge it. So let's look at the cards that represent the physical or active challenge of this day. So this is things that you have to do, your projects that you're working on, your body, your health, your physical life, your physical experience. What is the challenge for this day, Tuesday, June 5th, 2018? What is our physical challenge for this day, Tuesday, June 5th, 2018? We have justice. You might be feeling righteous. Again, there's that need to bicker and yell and argue. You might just be feeling righteous and indignant about whatever is going on. You might also be taking advantage of another person's kindness, of another person's generosity towards you. You know the phrase, justice is blind. In this situation, you might be blind to a truth. You might not be paying attention to the reality of what's going on in your day, or to the reality of what's going on inside of you. You know, you're kind of going at people with this anger, with this attitude, and not really, you think you're right. You think you're in the right. You may not be, you know. That's why you need to listen for truth. You need to listen for the reality beneath your feelings. Okay? Are you mad? Are you attacking people because you can? Are you being short with people, or kind of bitter because of something else going on in your life, because of a job, or because of an issue with someone else? Just anything like that. Where is the truth behind your choices, behind your behavior? Okay, are you taking advantage of someone else's gentleness by yelling at them because you want to be yelling at someone else? You know, think about things like that. So let's look at the cards that will tell us how we can overcome this issue and give us a little bit more insight on what this issue might be. How can we overcome this issue, this indignant kind of feeling towards a person, towards something in our life today? How can we overcome this? We have the Page of Swords. Okay. And the Knight of Wands. So, with the Page of Swords, you have to... I mentioned before that the sword suit and the wand suit tend to go hand in hand for this particular reading, this layout, just because we're looking at action and thought. This is action and thought. But you have to really think about where you're coming from. You have to think about whether or not this is truly justified, whether or not these feelings that you have here, this tiredness, this desire to, this feeling of loss and anger and negativity, where is that coming from, right? And once you're able to figure out where that's coming from, then you're going to be more equipped to know how to deal with it. The answer will come to you as soon as you're able to figure out where this negativity is coming from. So with the Page of Swords, it's saying that this answer is inside of you, okay? You need to sit down and meditate. You need to write down what's going on with you. You need to just take some time to reflect. Right? The Page of Swords is He's the kind of guy who'll look in a mirror. You know, that's what you need to do. You need to look in the mirror at yourself and at your actions and at what's going on inside of you to get to the truth of this problem, to get to the truth of the matter. And knowing what that is, having that answer, is going to tell you how you can move forward. And you're going to be way more equipped to actually act on these solutions. And you're going to know better if your anger or your bitterness or your responses are justified. I think you're torn between a sense of fear and a sense of recklessness. Like you kind of want to just do whatever it is that you want to do without necessarily thinking about it. But again, there's the Page of Swords. Right now, this is kind of where you are. You're a page. You're not ready to move forward and take those steps until you sit down and analyze what's going on. You know, and don't spend so much time here though that you never get here. Don't spend so much time thinking about your issues and what you are trying to work on that you end up never actually moving forward and taking any action. Okay? So let's see what our emotional or mental / spiritual challenge is for this day. What is our challenge on the emotional / spiritual / mental challenge for this day, June 5th, 2018? That will give us a little bit more insight to whatever we're dealing with today. What is the challenge on the mental, spiritual level that will give us just a bit more that we can use to understand what's going on? So you have the Eight of Swords. Okay, that's that fear, right? That fear that I just mentioned that you're torn between. You want to take action. You want to move and right these wrongs that you're sensing, but you're scared of doing anything, actually. You're feeling like everything is kind of on top of you and against you, right? And this darkness, it's not, the problem isn't a serious problem. Like you can see, she's wearing a bunny suit. She's in a soft place, and the only other thing in this picture is just her pet bunny. There's nothing else here. It's just dark, and she's terrified. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening. Whatever you're scared of, you're creating a situation in which you are frightened. You're creating a situation in which you cannot move forward. You're telling yourself things that may not be true, okay? Again, this is why this is your energy for the day. You need to hear the truth in your fear. You need to hear the truth in your actions, okay? Is this battle, this argument, this negativity that you have right now, where is that coming from? It's coming from what this fear is, right? But what do you have to fear? What is even in here besides her pet bunny that's to fear? Okay, so let's look at some cards to see how we can overcome this crippling kind of fear that's keeping us from taking action, keeping us from seeing our truths and seeing the truths of other people and the world around us. What is this fear, and how can we overcome it? How can we overcome and more deeply understand this mental challenge that we have here? So we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. It seems like you're afraid of losing whatever it is that you have, whatever resources or whatever work you've done for mental stability. You know, if you've gone to therapy a lot and you've had to go through a lot of stuff to heal from something that happened in your past. Okay, you're at this point where you're afraid to go back to that. You're afraid to let somebody into your life or to let something into your life, and you'd rather focus on fantasies. Can I have a card to clarify this a little further? I'm gonna just pull a card to clarify these overcoming cards just a little bit further, okay? So what I'm getting is that this is something that I think helps understand the problem, but I would like something further to help us overcome this problem and heal from this problem and grow from this problem. Okay, how can we overcome this challenge today? Okay, so that's the Queen of Pentacles. So, like I said, you've been kind of holding on tight to this stability that you've created for yourself, or this dream that you have about what your life should be, and you're afraid of taking any steps towards that. You would rather live in a fantasy. You would rather let people direct your life for you, but that's not going to aid you. Okay? You need to get more grounded. You need to come back to earth and be realistic, right? Be objective. Try to be objective, because this fear is holding you from being objective. It's making you say, you know, that's not going to work before you ever try anything. You need to try. You need to act on your new ideas. Act on the wisdom that you know you possess, okay? And we have 36. This is card 36, so it's 9, 9. Then we have 8, 4, and 4, 8, and 8. Okay? So this is telling me that you need to organize, right? You need to get solid with your plans and with your goals and with what you want for your future. Right? Numbers like 8 and 4 are numbers of organization. They're numbers of stability, numbers of strength. Take some time and think about where these feelings are coming from. Think about the origin of this fear and what you've been too afraid of letting go. You've built up a lot. You've built up a lot of mental strength, especially if you're the kind of person who's experienced any kind of trauma in the past and you're currently, seeking therapy, doing a lot of meditation, yoga, like just finding ways to find mental balance and strength. You're doing well, okay? But now you're at a point where you've got to make some changes and you got to keep moving forward. You're looking at an ideal you or an ideal self that doesn't exist. You're looking for something that's not fair. And you need to get real. You need to get solid and organized. You need to, again, think about what you're going to do so that you can do it. And you're going to be able to when you figure it out. You need to let go of whatever it is that you've been fighting against. You need to open yourself up to this truth. Let's see what our ending day energy is. What is the energy? What is the energy for the end of this day, June 5th, 2018, Tuesday? What is the ending energy for this day, which is kind of where we are now because it is the evening. It's pretty late. What is the energy to end this day? Please and thank you. All those who guide us. We have another 9. We have the 9 of Cups, okay? And the 5 of Wands. So for this day, what you need to do is Again, get grounded and realize how much you have. Again, you're holding on to something. You're holding on to this fear. You're holding on to whatever you learned, your coping methods, anything that you have. You're holding on to this idealized idea. It, at the very least, share it. You got plans, you got goals, you got things that make you happy. Share them. All right? The battle that you're so tired of, the battle you've been going through, it's not a serious one. It's a challenge. It's not the easiest day for you, but it's absolutely something you can overcome. It's something that you have all of the love in your heart and in your life to overcome. All right? And you're capable of blossoming. Again, listen to the truth of your life. Pay attention to the good things in your life. Think about where these feelings are coming from. Think about where this exhaustion, this negativity, this aggression, or taking advantage kind of thing, this fear. Take some time to really think about where all that's coming from, because it's not meant to stick around. It's not a serious forever thing. This is just maybe a hard day. But you can turn it around. You can end this day on a high note, okay? This is one of the happiest cards. You can absolutely end this day on a high note, being joyful, sharing your love, sharing your gifts, sharing things that you've learned, talking to people, anything like that, okay? So that is your message for today. I do hope you enjoyed this. I know it wasn't the brightest reading and it's a little bit late, but again, you can end this on a bright note. So thank you for joining me. Thank you to everyone out there who has supported this and supports us at Maiden Circle. If you would like to learn more about us, check the links below. And remember always that I love you. Bye.